it's time to have a bit of fun and look back at the winners and losers of the week. Jenna Clarke is with The Australian and she joins me now. Jenna, hello. Good to see you as always. Happy Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's start with your winner of the week. Who have you got for us?
Well, my winner, Danica, is another woman. She's an academic from the University of Cambridge, Dr. Christina Ilko. Now, she's pretty much, not really well known around the world, but she did make international headlines this week when she went for a shower in her 16th century Queen's College dorm at the very prestigious school a couple of days ago. And she got stuck because a plumber accidentally locked her in when he was repairing the bathrooms there. Get this, she was worried that she could be trapped there for about 4 days, but she ended up extracting herself using an eyeliner pencil and an earbud. I mean, what women cannot do at just another episode of this series.
And stuck in a medieval bathroom. It's got like Rapunzel vibes about it. She's broken herself out. What an incredible woman. And how she must be so intelligent to be able to come up with just using simple tools, and she's done it. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Good on her. That's terrific. Jenna, thank you. That's a great one. Now, my winner of the week is actor Ryan Gosling's performance at the Oscars. In my opinion, the only fun performance out of what was otherwise a very dull show. Yeah. The Oscars seem to be going haywire in recent years. But I tell you what, Ryan Gosling, he just took to the stage and this was it. I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be taken. Is it my destiny to live? Look, that is the iconic song from the Barbie movie. Like the movie or not, I think that was a highlight. And even the audience, they got into it, as you can see there, but the internet went wild over it and they agree that the performance was one of a lifetime. Love the audience involvement. What do you think, Jenna?
I think you're bang on. I think you should definitely take the cake for winner of the week. Gosling's performance at the Oscars was amazing. Actually, his performance, full stop, about through the entire press tour of Barbie, the response to when he was nominated for an award and Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig were not, but America Ferrera was. And I love the fact that this performance had it all. It had the homage to Jenna from Fur Blondes, obviously the very famous Marilyn Monroe film, and Slash playing guitar. It was just absolute chef kiss. You bang on. And I love the way that we're both paying homage to that tonight by wearing pink.
I know exactly how perfect between you, me, and Ryan Gosling we've made it. Absolutely fantastic. No, I totally agree. Slash on guitar, incredible performance. Now, Jenna, your loser of the week has something to do with technology, but it's not TikTok. What is it then?
I know. Just when you think that another Chinese-owned company couldn't be making headlines for the wrong reasons, Temu. Now, if your viewers are not familiar with it, it's apparently the Chinese version of Amazon and eBay, and it's making massive inroads in Australia because it's selling things for, handheld vacuum cleaners for like $12 and things like that. So everything is incredibly cheap and can come delivered, just straight from a Chinese sweatshop to your door at a very low cost. But the issue that gets stuck in my craw, Danica, is the fact that this association and this organisation are paying minimal, if not no, corporate tax in Australia. Now, I think a lot can be said about, a lot of international conglomerates that take stock here in Australia, but they have purposely set up their business to make sure that they're all in offshore accounts. So while we're all flocking for the cheap bargains and things like that, we probably need to put our thinking caps on and realise what's this actually doing for us in the long term, because $12 vacuum cleaners come and go, but our economy at this point in time probably needs as much stimulation as possible from local businesses.
Absolutely. And a company like Temu, Jenna, would be worth millions of dollars. So it's not like it can't afford to pay that money in the first place. I've actually never bought from Temu before. I prefer Amazon myself, but it does make you think twice, I guess, about where you buy items from, for sure.
Absolutely, yes.
Now, my loser of the week, Jenna, is Clive Palmer. None other than Clive Palmer, because look, this week, more than a decade after announcing plans to build a replica of the world's most infamous cruise ship, Clive Palmer has this week unveiled the design of the Titanic II. Now, if building the Titanic II wasn't just weird enough, he plans to have the same interior designs for the cabins as the original. That is a replica of what he plans to do. It literally looks like something out of the original Titanic. I feel like we've seen Jack and Rose at the top of that staircase. It's a replica of this doom ship. And also, Jenna, it's going to follow the Titanic's original journey from Southampton to New York. Now, I don't know how you feel about this, but I was told that the golden rule of cruising is that you're not supposed to talk about Titanic full stop on a cruise ship. So don't start playing My Heart Will Go On. And yet old mate actually wants to make an exact replica of it. What do you think?
Oh, I love this. Look, I think old mate is probably dealing with some relevance deprivation syndrome, and the fact that, his disgraced political party has now been deregistered. So he really doesn't have any sway in that arena anymore. But I thought that his whole press conference at the Sydney Opera House this week was an absolute farce, as most things are with Mr Palmer. The fact that he stood up there and said we've had millions of people interested to buy tickets because it's an homage to good old-fashioned values, when he even called out the jazz band that played until the bloody thing sunk for the first time. And then the fact that he wouldn't even cough up with how many people are going to come to the party when it comes to paying for the building of this actual thing. Because, I'm pretty sure if you ask a lot of his former business associates or people, especially in far north Queensland with those companies that he operated from out of there, they'd like to know, well, if you've got enough money to build this, why can't you cough up and pay your bills, mate?
Well, exactly, Jenna. Spot on. Look, for me personally, I don't like the idea of cruising full stop. But the thought of going on the Titanic too to take that same journey from Southampton to New York, it gives me the creeps. Would you hop on?
Absolutely not. I think you'd either end up at the bottom of the Atlantic or you'd catch COVID. So no offence to those that love cruising. I just don't think that my stomach could handle it.
No, neither do I, especially when it's an exact replica. Jenna Clarke, thank you so much as always for joining us. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Danica.